Okay, we are now in a brand new location with our new friend Heather. Now, Heather, can you tell us where Jeremy and I are standing and what we're looking at?
Yeah, so we're in the Aldabra tortoise exhibit. The Aldabra giant tortoises live here. We have 2 males and 1 female. So we're watching Festus come over to his enrichment item today, which is a hanging food zip line.
What does this do for the tortoises?
Yeah, so it helps with upward foraging, which is hard to recreate in a non-wild environment because a lot of their food will serve in bowls to a lot of the animals. So getting food up and more of an obstacle to get their food. They get to work for it and they get to think and process how they're gonna interact with it. So Festus specifically, he has some leg impairment. And over time, we've done physical therapy, and he is able to reach up and stand up and eat, so that helps stretch his shoulder really, really good.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, hey there.
Yep, so you can see that leg is a little different than his others. He used to only have about 10% mobility in that leg due to an injury. And over time, we've done some physical therapy, laser treatments, and all that we can do with our vet staff. And so now he's regained about 70% mobility, which is really, really awesome for a geriatric animal.
Wow. When you say geriatric, how old is he?
So our Aldabras are between the ages of 85 and 95 years old.
Wow. What is that life expectancy?
Yeah, so they can live anywhere between 100 and 150 years old or so. Computers didn't exactly exist when this guy was born, so we don't have a lot of paper records get lost over time. So.
What's primarily on their diet? What do they like to eat?
So they love lettuce. Their main food item is always grass. They love to mow this yard for me, which is really awesome. And they'll also eat hay throughout the winter whenever the grass is not here. So lettuce, sweet potato, carrots, zucchini, squash. They love all those items. Their favorite treats are melons and pumpkins, especially in the seasonal times.
Okay. Now, you know, you think tortoises, they move slow. They're not as crazy active as other animals.
Yes.
So do they have toys that they play with here, or is it mainly just this enrichment zip line that you were talking about?
Yeah, so we have some plastic items like you might see with our tigers and bears and stuff. We do have balls over here for them to push around and manipulate. So any item that they can manipulate is enrichment.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do rock piles near their feeders or do a sprinkler. They love their sprinklers, so we'll do water in the summer. And we'll also cut down tree limbs for them to eat browse, so they'll get natural leaves from our environment as well. And so they have some boomer balls, some different puzzle feeders that we've maybe made out of fire hose or other plastic items. You have to be really creative with reptiles because they don't necessarily make reptile toys. So we try to repurpose a lot of items. This I made myself, but it's a really cool item to be able to use with them. And I just kind of leave it throughout the day and they're able to come get their diet as they'd like to.
How many times a day would they eat though? Like, do you leave these out here all day and just let them nibble?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they are, I'm sure you can see, they're a little slower than an animal like a bear or a lion might be with their enrichment items. So it's really nice to just leave them enrichment for the whole day and they can choose when they interact with it. Sometimes I'll leave it overnight for them to forage, but it all depends on how they're feeling that day. Today, he's just kind of hanging out, it seems.
Guys, is it rude to say this?
He's definitely looking at us.
Is it rude? I look at this turtle's face and I see my great-grandma.
Okay,
I don't know how.
I say like my grandpa.
Yes, I know. I just like, that face, I just want to, I mean, I won't, but I just want to kiss it. So sweet.
Oh yeah, so something I always think about with, so they are geriatric animals, they're old. So whenever we're giving them new enrichment items, they can be taken aback quite a bit because new items can be very novel to them. So I always say it's like giving a grandparent an iPhone.
Oh,
so
that's perfect.
That makes
whenever
sense.
you give them, like your grandparent, an iPhone, they're not going to know how to use it right off the bat. They're going to be confused. Yes. And so over time, the more they get to interact with that item, the more they're going to learn about it and how to use it. So that's really awesome.
I have a question. Speaking of interaction, do the 3 tortoises interact with each other? Or do they kind of leave each other alone?
Yeah, so they do. So our males, a social behavior that you'll see in their natural environment is they will sun together. So in the afternoon, so later today, I'm sure they'll be doing it, but they will find a sunny spot and the 3 of them will lay together in a cluster.
Okay.
So that's
Sunning
really
with the
cool to
bros.
see. Yes. Oh yeah, but they love to spend that time together, soak up the rays.
I'm curious about their size too. Like the two males that I'm seeing are huge, and then we had seen a female over in the water
female
area
somewhere.
who's very much smaller but full grown. What?
Yes.
Why the size difference?
So they're sexually dimorphic, so that would mean that the males are always going to be a different size than the females. Females can range from 150 pounds to 300 pounds, and then the males can range anywhere from 450 pounds to 600 pounds.
600. Okay. And,
he's
and they
eating.
just have a diet of like lettuce, and they can get up to 600 pounds. Now,
That does not work for us,
how
Maddie.
much? I was gonna say. Now I need to be on this diet plan. How much do you know, on average, do those shells weigh?
So those shells, I would say, they contain their spine as well as all that you see around them. I would say that the shell could be about 100 pounds or so, maybe lighter.
Have you tried to weigh these guys?
Yeah, so we weigh them every single month. All of the animals in our area actually get weighed once a month, but the tortoises, we take 6 people to lift them up. They are 550 pounds, the males are. So it takes 6 zookeepers to lift them onto a keg or a stand that we put onto the scale board. And so they weigh about 550 pounds respectively right now. Our 2 boys stay really close together in weight.
Okay.
So Maribel is about 140 pounds, give or take.
Okay.
So she is quite small. She's on that small range for females. She has always been very small for her age. But she does really, really well, and she is pretty quick if you ever see her moving around.
Quick question: when the zookeepers are lifting them, do they go inside their shell, like you think about, sort of like retracting into their shell, or no?
Yeah, they don't really like being picked up as much as most
I don't
animals
either, though.
don't.
Right?
Most animals don't necessarily love being lifted. It's very unnatural from them. So we try to make it as quick as possible, but Festus specifically will kick us the entire time.
Gotcha.
So that makes it a little less fun. A lot more tortoises, especially the smaller guys, will tuck into their shell, and that's how they protect themselves. But they're so giant that they're confident and they're going to go down kicking. So
I love it.
Well, Heather, thank you so much. We've
Thank
learned
you so
so much.
I know. I want to be a tortoise in my next life.
Yeah, we're officially fans of the tortoises.
Awesome.